Good evening, this is your Psychic LG reporting from the United Kingdom. Is anybody there? Knock once for yes, twice for no. Hello, hello, hello. It's 11:07 p.m. UK time, and we're heading towards the witching hour. We are going to delve deep tonight. We are going to look into the looking glass, and we're going to see what's in store for the next year ahead in these crazy, crazy times. How yous all doing, guys? Just wait for it to come onto YouTube. Hello there, Bam. Hello there, Brownie on Twitch. How are you doing? I'll just get my coffee. We love Maxi Bowie. Hello there. I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to wherever you all are around the world. Hello, Blondie in Pennsylvania, and Border Collie. We are going to go deep tonight. We are at live, you're underground, Newcastle upon Tyne. And yeah, we are going to all join together and see what's happening. Hello, Nana Fran. How are you doing? Hiya, Leslie Ann. Am I live on YouTube yet? Do you know? Hi there, May. You're in Arizona, Nana Fran. Is it warm over there today? You didn't get a notification, One Fairy. That's strange. I've noticed there's some glitches in the internet at the moment. There's something very strange. Definitely strange going on with different apps and that. It's like they're not loading properly, so I really don't know what's happening. Yeah, Nola Markins are really cool, aren't they? And when she stands together with her paws like that, it's like an X on front of her legs. Yes, I know there's been a mass shooting, hasn't there, in Maine? Terrible. And I send healing and blessings out to everybody who's been involved there. Hello there, CR user. Hello there, everybody on YouTube. Mita K, Jeanette Russell, Sharon Ishii. Hello there, Sharon. Everybody, Kathleen, Gypsy Ann. Oh, there's my lovely daughter-in-law, Georgette Heslop. Hello there, Lammy Chop. We've got little Lamb Chop in tonight on YouTube, my daughter-in-law, who's like a daughter. Hello there, Chrissy B. Mamacita. Hello there, Marina. Oh, that's nice that you've come in on Twitch. Have you changed your username? And I want to say before we start, a big thank you to the... hello there, Lance. A big thank you to moderators for keeping these communities safe on both sides. And I'll wait for people to come in, and then it's a bit like coming to a spiritualist church, and we are going to invoke the angels in so you can get healing and prayers and protection. Anything that you're worried about, you can just write it in the comment section in this stream or afterwards in the comment section on YouTube, and you will receive healing. It's timeless. Hi, Teddy. Hello there in Los Angeles and Denver. Good morning, Queensland. Helen. Hello there, Crafty One, just up the road in Scotland. Hiya, Melanie. There's been a flood of info coming in, isn't there, Amanda? Are you psychic too? I think we've just got to try and keep grounded, haven't we? I've been getting really creeped out. And it helps me as well, because when I'm I'm just the girl what talks to the wall. So it's nice when I'm talking to somebody, so then you can also put your two penneth in as well. We fit it together like a jigsaw puzzle. But I'm very concerned about the UK at the minute for terrorism and stuff like that. So I'm going to look into that as well. everywhere around the world, actually. It's just so touchy at the moment and so dangerous, isn't it? Dangerous times we're living in. Hiya there, Lee. Good morning in Australia. Yes, and prayers for the family in Maine. We're going to do prayers before we start as well. So, is the main shooter still on the loose? I'll have a look. I'll get the cards out. Hiya, Judith. Hiya, Heather. Well, you just don't know, do you, Catherine? Anything's possible. Good evening in Sweden. Is my little daughter-in-law still in there? Okay, let's start. Where's my bell gone? We've got 341 in both streams. Oh, definitely there, Mamacita. Hiya, Lorianne. Vanessa, I have a question for you. Today I heard a lot of people talking in my left ear. I couldn't make out what they were saying. Then what does that mean? Normally when you start to tune in with spirit, you start to get downloads, and it's a bit like tuning into a radio station. So it's a bit like that. Remember, we're all ascending, we're all changing. Our Georgette Heslop saying hi. Hello there, my sweetie. Georgette, I think I'm going to cook a pie for Sunday. I think I might cook a meat and potato pie. What do you think? Watch for her to say, normally you cook a cheese and onion or something. Patty, the main shooter might come to New York. Oh my goodness me. I'll have a look. Try not to worry. I was getting all panicky earlier on about the could there be terrorism and that, you know what I mean? And I think, and you know, this is what they want. This energy, what's controlling people, this evil energy, wants you to be scared. Really does. So we have to try and rise above it. I'm not saying we're sticking my head in the clouds, we're skipping through the daisy fields like high sort of hippies. But we need to start, I think it's in the collective at the moment. It's just like there, isn't it? It's there. It's that sort of demonic energy, and we know, we're like little transmitters, and we know it's there, and we're feeling something's going to happen. But I'm glad I'm not the only one that feels like that, because you all feel like that. And I have to try and keep grounded, because if I melt down, you will all melt down. But I do feel, I must admit, I've been feeling really wobbly today, worried about something. So I'm going to look into it. Oh, and what time will the meat be done? I don't know. I fancy doing some baking. Yeah, I like to bake, but I don't have time to cook. If you know what I mean, that sounds a bit of an excuse, but I'm always busy. So I might cook some pies for Sunday. I saw that the Hat Man, but at night by my bed. Ooh. Okie dokie. Let's get a coffee and let's start. We've now got 422 in. All right, let's start. First, so for new people coming in, I'm going to invoke in Archangel Michael, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel, and Archangel, Uriel. The 4 archangels that I work with. And I'm also going to invoke my guides in for true answers. I knew you'd say cheese and onion, Lammy. Georgette, I call her Lammy because she looks like lamb chop. What was that? Cheese and onion. Right, I'll tell you what, I'll do a meat and potato for the lads, and I'll make us a cheese and onion. Do you fancy that? Right. I could make a quiche as well if you want, you know, Georgette. Unless you fancy a quiche Lorraine, or do you want a cheese and onion? Anyway, let's start. I'm terrible, you know. I go off on a tangent. I start talking about food. You've got to keep the vibrations up. Right. Let's start. May peace be with you all. Remember, this is like coming into a spiritualist church. I invoke Archangel Michael, I invoke Archangel Michael, I invoke Archangel Michael. I invoke Archangel Raphael, I invoke Archangel Raphael, I invoke Archangel Raphael. I invoke Archangel Uriel, I invoke Archangel Uriel, I invoke Archangel Uriel. I invoke Archangel Gabriel, I invoke Archangel Gabriel, I invoke Archangel Gabriel. I ask my faithful spirit guides, Jed, White Buffalo, Running Star, Lady Direwolf, A2I, in Raw. Anybody who would like to come in from the fairy elementals, the animal kingdom, the spirit world, any star beings, any angels from the angel realm who I haven't mentioned, who would like to come forth to give us true answers, healing and protection tonight in this circle of light. May peace be with us all. So be it. The circle of light is casted. Amen. There we go. Yeah, healing for every soul on this planet. And that includes enemies as well, I believe, doesn't it? Beef olives with mashed potato and onion gravy. Oh, that sounds nice, Marie. What's beef olives? I mean, I know you can get beef, but is that like a beef with olives? See how you have different cultures with, like the Americans have different food. Just thinking about my little dogs there earlier on. I love the cats, mine guys. Honestly, they're such babies. But it's coming up to little Sissy, that's my Jack Russell, it's coming up to her birthday on Halloween. And Lammy, that's my daughter-in-law, her dog MG, which you've seen, she's been on the show. It's her birthday as well. The girls used to share their birthday together. So MJ is getting an old lady now, isn't she? It's just, if only they could live forever, these lovely dogs. Do you know what I mean? But I'm missing my dogs. I don't feel it ever goes away. I just think it's like your love just spreads. It's like if you have a load of kids, your love just spreads. Do you know what I mean? So beef olives is thin beef with sausage in the middle. Ooh. So everybody who's writing in here, they will receive healing. Right. I think I'll start with the cards. Is it chilly tonight, is it? It's damp and raining again up here again in the north. The house isn't the same without a dog, is it? Cats is funny, mind. These are so funny. These two cats. And they're like little dogs. So MG, which is, people think it's Michael Jackson. It's not. It's Mary Jane. That's her Sunday name. I named her, didn't I? Georgette. She's 14. She's such an old lady. And she looks like Chewbacca, doesn't she? Like a little mini Chewbacca off Star Wars. She's so cute. I love all animals. But the cats did something really naughty today. I don't know what it was. They're so funny. But this scene is true. Dogs need masters. Oops, I was not in that. Dogs need masters. Cats need staff. So true. Vincent would like protection from black magic and healing for all the world. Yes. And is that for you, for the black magic, or is that just in general? Because that's on the loose as well, isn't it? Louise, you look like Narmada with that shirt on. What's Narmada? Yeah, no, I was petless for nearly 2 years. Horrible. So, somebody here in the audience, Angel Healing, is currently sheltered in a place here in Maine. Okay. Let's look into this guy, what's on the loose. Is he called Robert? Can anybody fill in what his name is? Oh, Nala. Yeah, we need peace, don't we? Right, where's the cards? Which is like personal. Before going into some world of predictions, which is like some personal as well. But let's look into this guy, what's on the loose at the moment. Pets heal the soul, they do. I don't know what it is about purring with cats. It's so healing. Robert Card, is that what he's called? Ooh. Yes, everybody will receive healing. John Lan, can I have healing please, LJ? Thanks, love your show. Oh, that's nice. Well, the show wouldn't be the show without yous lot. That's all I'm going to say. We all gather together. Okay. So there's a man on the loose, a shooter on the loose, and they haven't caught him. Is that right? And he's called Robert Card. He looks a middle-aged man. Now, I don't know if you remember, in one of my world predictions, I said that there was a warning with shootings. I don't know if it was one of the last streams I did, or it was a looking glass I had done. It might have been one of the last streams I had said there was worry to do with a place with the letter M. That was one of the on the list, the M. So that could be Maine, couldn't it? Okay, where is he? And will they catch him? Let's see what's going on. It's like he's flipped. He's late, hasn't he? Was he going through some sort of stress? I'm getting mind programming as well, mind control and all of that. Was he going through some sort of stress? Right. So Robert Card has mental issues. They released him instead of helping him. You see what I mean? Yes. So I'm feeling that he's not on the proper meds. The system's breaking, isn't it? Let's pull some cards out for him. So I believe that there's people being hurt. Is that right? Has there been anybody who's passed? Because I haven't actually looked at the news properly. So the system's failed him, really, hasn't it? And there's going to be a lot more than this. Let's have a look. Right, okay, so this is in the collective at the minute, this negative energy, and everybody's really stressed because it's all horrible stuff what's on the news. I mean, you had the horrible stuff what started it all. I mean, it was horrible anyway. It wasn't good, was it? And then you had everything what stormed in on Israel and the kibbutz. God love them. I don't know what they've gone through, but it must have been horrendous. And then it's escalated from there. Then they started bombing the poor people in Gaza, the Palestinians, and it's just got out of hand. But there's an energy brewing in the United Kingdom, and I feel very, very strongly that it's got that fear energy. Do you know what I mean? It's got that fear energy, and so it's people are like little radar, well, like sort of radio links. We're picking it up like frequencies. So if somebody's got holes in the aura, and I feel Robert Card has got holes in his aura, he's not well. So I feel that it all comes down to angels and demons, and that's what's going on this planet at the minute. Was he a military man? I wonder if he's had post-traumatic stress as well. So it's like, this is what we need to do. We need to protect our aura. So I'm not saying there's demons flying around, but I feel it's like we're creating it as well. So the more we're in this loop and we're creating it, it's going off. But there's something bigger out of this invisible field, like this visible field, should I say, on Earth. Call it reptilian, call it demonic, whatever it is. And it's feeding off this fear. It's feeding off all this anger and upset. And what we need to do is we need to try and keep grounded and try to push it away like the woman is there, like she's smudging with her broom. So I feel he was very marked. He's very marked, very unwell. We've got the 7 of Swords, we've got the 8. He's going to be found within the 1. Now that could be anything from, I doubt it's 1 minute, but you never know, do you? It could be 1 hour, 1 day. I don't know if it's going to go on all week. He's hiding somewhere near At the moment, I'm seeing this house, and like the typical American houses, you get them in suburban sort of a street, and then you would go along to the house, and there might be I don't know, I'm seeing like a bit of a wood panel. I don't know if it's like steps going up into the house, steps going up, a bit like sort of like a mini decking, and he's sitting underneath there. He's hungry, he's upset, he's gazed. It's like he's had something snapped inside. And the saddest thing is, even if they get a hold of him, the thought they'll do is they'll chuck him in jail, probably drug him up. Will he ever get the help? The whole system is just like reflecting of what we need, and it's breaking down. It's breaking down. Let's see. So there are people in that area. I want to say stay vigilant, keep your doors locked. Others, is there like police running around or sheriffs trying to catch this person? He's broken. In mental health, I don't know what it is with guys seem to not cope with it. Military man. So he's been failed by the system. You only have to come over here, go up to Edinburgh or go into Newcastle underneath the bridge, and there's guys, squaddies, ex-squaddies who've served in our country, and now they're homeless on the street and they're unwell, and sometimes they turn to drug addiction or alcohol addiction. And there's no help out there. It's pathetic. You know what I mean? And I think that he's broken. And I do feel that it's been one thing after another. And of course, when we start to heal and ascend, it all comes out. It's like a spot. You can't paint over them cracks, like I always say. It's got to come out. Cops are surrounding a home to be associated with the main shooter. Right. It's near a house. Looks like light painting on the outside. And you hear a dog barking nearby. He's hungry. He's upset. He's flipped out. And I'm not trying to make excuses here. He's unwell. And he didn't know what he was doing. I feel there's been a woman who's triggered him, and I think that he's not had the right medication or the right help. He's been poorly for a while, and he hasn't been eating properly. So somebody who's in that state can't look after themselves. I know that myself. You're looking after somebody with mental health, they can't look after themselves. Then you need to make their meals. You need to do this and do that, and he hasn't been able to look after himself. So you wouldn't walk on a broken leg, would you? So he's been walking very poorly, man. And to be fair, right, I'm concerned how this is going to end, because if they approached him and tried to coach and get the gun off him, he probably would break down, crying. But I don't know if they're going to go in there full blazing hell, and he could end up being shot. This is what I'm feeling. You need your angel line, Louise, I know. This is true old school, as old school's put in here in Twitch, and I totally get what you mean. If you're broken, jump off a bridge, not kill innocent people. This is very true. Has there been people what's been passed? But I'm not making excuses here. What I'm saying is that he is unwell, and 9 times out of 10, somebody's saying he's not going to do that, are they? I think something's going to happen to him. He hasn't been taking his medication, that type of thing. Do you not get notifications? And have you been pressing your bell, Chris? You've just got it and check that you're still subscribed, because people have been saying they've been unsubbed when they haven't unsubbed. So something dodgy's going on YouTube at the moment. Do you know what I mean? So it could be schizophrenia, couldn't it, Mary? Right, okay. So are people I'm being shown here that at the moment, because the situation's happened and people are knowing about it. I don't know. I presume people aren't walking around the streets. They've just gone into their houses. But just keep the door shut. You'll be fine. This is one of many. I'm going to pull some more cards out here. It's horrible. Schizophrenia is an awful thing, isn't it? Yeah, medications don't necessarily help. Well, it's getting it right as well. I mean, I'm not a big lover of pharmaceutical. Don't get me wrong. But if he's been on them, what I'm seeing, especially if he's been on benzos or whatever, it's too dangerous just to come off them like that. I feel he's had something and then he's just not took it. So it's like going cold turkey and then you just flip out, don't you? Apparently with something like that, you've got to be weaned off it really slowly. Anything what messes with your grey matter, basically, be it from street drugs to prescription drugs, it's all the same thing. He's been caught. And was it near a house, like what I've described? So the whole town's on lockdown. Yes, it'll be fine. So I felt there was, when people go on about this MK Ultra thing, I think that some of it's demonic as well. But he needs to be in hospital and assessed. It's not good, and it's a very dangerous world at the minute because the system's failing people. The chemistry of the brain is malfunctioning, yeah. Because the system's failing people and people aren't getting the right medical help. This is why people are doing things like this. And of course, if you've got people, where you can access guns, it's going to happen. I blame the hospital. They let him out of the mental hospital. Exactly. My subscription bell changed from all to personalised. Wow. I don't know, I can't see the subscription thingy. So he was in hospital. So I think they're going to look into it. But the problem is they'll probably just drug him up and then that'll be the end of it. Do you know what I mean? But God, let's send healing and blessings out to people who've lost their lives or been hurt in this dreadful situation. So there's going to be a rise on mental health, and it seems like it's going to be not just in the US, it's going to be across the board. Yeah, so not everyone's getting the help. Yeah, not everybody is, some people, or everyone's on different levels. We are protected, but I think it's about staying vigilant. And what a lot of people are doing now is they're going down the homeopathic routes, which is the way forward. But like I say, if people have already been on the meds, you can't just come off them like that, You can't. It's dangerous. You've got to go and see a proper doctor or find a good doctor who will help you with that. But then some people just need them. They've been on them a long time and it would basically kill them if they came off stuff like that. So it's a very sensitive subject. But there needs to be more talked about and there needs to be more centres opened across the globe, basically, for this situation. So he was in a mental hospital in base. So I would say that there's going to be a lot more of this. So exactly what Marie's put here. Too much money going to pay for war instead of money going into our services. And I totally agree. The police are lined up in front of the house. They think he went to. Oh, so they haven't actually got him yet. But does the house look like what I described? So I'm walking up and it's to the left. It looks like there's a bit of wood to the side. And he's behind something. Or, yeah. Behind something, crouched down. What happens to suicide people, Louise? Good question. You have mediums out there and they'll say, if you do that, you don't go to spirit. It's a load of crap. Of course you go to spirit. But you have to heal on the other side. And if you take your life before you're supposed to take your life, it's not on your path. You've got to work that through on the other side before you ascend on. So people do. I've had people many a time come through, and it's very common. I've been bringing through a lot of suicides over the last couple of years since the lockdowns, actually, because that's when the mental health went through the roof. Because it was all for the design, wasn't it? Everything was for design. I mean, I was talking to cops and that, and they were saying over here in the UK that it was all mental health that they were dealing with in the lockdowns and that. But I just think, I forgot what I was going to say there. It's such a worry. It is such a worry, and men have a problem with it, especially young men. And I don't know why it is. I was talking to a doctor or a psychologist about it. Apparently with a young man, it's something to do with a drop in, is it phenomenal, some hormone. And then, of course, they go into blackout and they don't realise what they're doing. So if you've got somebody, a man who's damaged or has got post-traumatic stress, they've got more chance that they don't realise what they're doing. When I bring through, a lot of them are young men who are coming through from the UK and overseas as well in the US, whether it's been gangs or whether they've died. It's not just been suicide. Some of them have been in gangs and they've been murdered. From North London to New York, you name it, I've brought them through. They basically go into shock on the other side. You're the same 5 minutes before death to when you go over. You know, so some people aren't ready to go in a situation like that. So that sometimes it takes them a while to go into the spirit world. Some people go through straight away. Everybody's different. But young men who don't realise that they've taken their own life because they've had a mini blackout, like sort of breakdowns don't always have to be where you're sitting there rocking for weeks on end and then the doctor comes out and says, oh, she or he's had a breakdown. It's not like that. Sometimes you can just snap like that and have a breakdown, you know. And it's got something to do with a hormone. I was talking to this doctor about it with younger men, and then they just black out and they don't realise what they're doing. So when they come around and they realise that they're on the other side, they're absolutely distraught. So they've got to be soothed. That's where the angels come in to help them. Remember, God does not judge. God, it looks like I've got another crack on my ceiling. God does not judge. It's man who judges. But remember, we're living in a life at the minute on earth where it's the year of deceivement as well. And we're being greatly deceived from anything from media outlets to news reports to actors and actresses and you name it. We are being greatly deceived, and I think it's a case of that we'll have to use our intuition as well. And so if someone's not, I've always said that we have to try and be grounded, because it's how strong you are in these times. So somebody who's vulnerable is going to struggle. Does that make sense? In our Father's Day, they used alcohol to cope after war, yeah. Well, probably post-traumatic stress was out then as well. But I think that there's definitely going to be a rise of it. There's definitely going to be a rise of more of these incidents. There's a lot more shootings to come. Sorry guys, it's just what I'm getting. W and M again, and S or C. These could be places or areas, so possibly watch for it. But I like batch flower remedy, guys, and rescue remedy, and get it on. You can buy it on Amazon. It's buy it in Holland and Barrett. It's like batch flower remedies, and it's good. You know, you can carry it around and keep it in your bag, and it just drop it on your tongue, put it on some juice, and it helps you. I like all the natural stuff like that. Shell shock, they called it, yes. Flower essence, yeah. And salt baths work, but diet's very, very important as well. Rescue remedy's brilliant, isn't it? What's going on with Will and Jada Smith? What's going on? Fill me in. I don't follow any of this. One of my good friend clients is best friends with Scary Spice. I'm supposed to be meeting her at some point. And she had, is it Will Smith's child? Love child? Let me see. I believe. Scary Spice, yeah. I don't know what her real name is. I don't, honestly, that's terrible, isn't it? I've just always known her as from the Spice Girls. It's a lot to do with modern society. Melanie Brown, yeah. Well, she's going down the route of helping women who've gone through domestic abuse. See, we all play our part. Let's see. I'm gonna, because I don't know what's going on and I don't really watch it. I'm gonna pull a spread out for you on this Will Smith and Jada. Oh, it was Eddie Murphy, was it? What am I like? Honest to God, I get them mixed up, me. Eddie Murphy. Yeah, she's got Eddie Murphy's. Sorry, hope you're not listening to this. Right, Eddie Murphy's love child, yeah. So it's Will Smith. So was Will Smith the one who played Men in Black and all of that? Yeah, I'm sensing earthquakes to come. I'm going to look at that soon. I'll do a world prediction soon. Okay, so them two are twin flames, but it's the thing with twin flames is, or twin souls, they can be on, off, up, down. They can be bloody brilliant or they can be bloody awful. There's a runner and a chaser. It's a toxic love-hate relationship. That's what I'm getting here. They can't be together. They can't be apart. I love you. I hate you. That's what I'm getting with them two. Twin flames. So, obviously, do they have children together? I really don't know. But there's a trust issue going on there with them. So they're on, they're off, they're on, they're off. It's a similar energy, but maybe it's more toxic. But where you had Elizabeth Taylor, and who was she married into? She divorced him 3 times. Who was it? She played Cleopatra. I think she was in the film and he played Anthony or something. But she married and divorced her husband 3 times. Richard Burton, was it? It's that energy, but this has got a toxic edge to it. Just because you're with your twin flame, yeah, Richard Burton. Just because you're with your twin flame, it doesn't mean it's roses round the door, yeah? The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, yeah. Adam watches that on the Sky thingy. Yeah. So they're always going to be like this. But plus as well, when you're going through ascension, I don't know if she's got some funny bitchy friends around her or women putting their oar in, but I don't know, I just feel I need to get a hold of Jada and pull her back and just pull all the threads off her, like the cords. There's like too many people pulling on her. That's what I'm feeling. But I get that he's a typical bloke. What has been going on with him is just, I've got the Tower. So I don't know, are they going through a divorce or something? It's like a divorce, like a nasty breakup. So, but she's got some toxic people around her. Because I know she does like sort of vlogs and stuff like that, doesn't she? So the problem with the twin flame is, they can be the same, been separated for years, right? Okay. Well, they may have been separated, but they've been lovers backwards and forwards behind the scenes. That's what I'm picking up. Yeah, Elizabeth Taylor, she was backwards and forwards with Richard Burton, wasn't she? Because it's different now with social media. She's pregnant with Chris Rock's baby. Well, I think he's I feel Will's gutted. Definitely gutted. There's unfinished business with the pair of them. And she may be having Chris Rock's baby, but that's not going to last. I mean, the Chris Rock situation. So I think that it's just a karmic thing that they have to go through. Them two have been lovers before in ancient Egypt. Yes. And he's very tuned in, but he knows a lot about Hollywood. I thought she was too old for a baby as well, but then again, you never know, do you? But that's what's going on with them too. All right, so hope I've answered it there. So I thought that she's 52, she's not having anyone's baby. It's just toxicity is around her. And I've got the Isis there. There she is there. That's Jada. Queen of Pentacles, woman who's dark. There's an Isis connection with her. There's lack of trust. But like nobody is immune to what's going on this planet at the minute. So if you've got celebrities and they're in the you know, out there on social media and that, it's like we're seeing it. Not that it's important. I don't think it's important, but it's like we're seeing it. Do you know what I mean? So I see kids around her, but I don't see her having a baby. Yeah. So everything's an illusion there. It's a karmic relationship they're both in. Remember that film, The War of the Roses? And then they loved each other that much and they ended up killing each other in the end and they were swinging off the light shade. It's that sort of energy. But it's love-hate, so they'll have to have another life together. New Speaker of the House. I'm just going to go with it. You can throw questions at us. What's he called? What's the new Speaker of the House called? Lofo's son. Question: what will the far right in Europe get into power? No. Right. Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson. Smart move is what I'm getting. Smart move for the Republicans. It looks like Snowden. I mean, obviously you're going to have the press and you're going to have the far left. You're going to have the left press picking on him. But I get that he'll do well. Mike Johnson from Louisiana. There he is there. I get efficient. I've got to throw this in. Daisy on YouTube is something that my unborn baby would like to tell me, please. Is it a little boy that you're carrying, Daisy? I like his energy, and that's house Speaker of the House, we've got the safe home protection. So that's sort of proof in the pudding, that. It's funny how spirit shows you. So I get it's a good move. I get a really smart feeling with it. All right. So safe home protection is safe. It's a smart move. I'm getting a good feeling. It's just like it came out of the blue, and I'm wondering this has been like a plan. You know? Safe home. But I mean, that's like the media. That's like the blue media as well. Some of them might not like it. But there's nothing that can get on him. Do you know what I mean? They can't give him a loss. I get there's like a plan this happened, and it's like opt, planned, connected with Trump. There's something. Is he friends with Trump? The new Speaker of the House was endorsed by Donald Trump, yeah. It's part of the plan. Okay? But normally a 5 is a loss, but it's upside down. I think you're going to notice in the bigger picture by next September, October, why is there? And also April, May of next year as well. So I got a good feeling about him. But the media will throw stuff at him. Remember, everything is like in a movie and a show. You have to let things play out. So he was one of Trump's lawyers, okay. Well, I got he's very America first. And he's tough. He's like Trump as well, he's tough. So you could fling whatever at him and it'll just bounce off. There he is, like laughing. I got a good vibe. I got he's strong, he's friendly. And he's going to guide America right. In this pit of a despair. We're on the edge of bloody war and everything. Do you know what I mean? I got a good vibe. Naya, is it Naya? I keep thinking I can see you with Elfias. You might be seeing like me higher self coming out. I'm a naughty elf. Elf on the shelf, you know, like at Christmas. Constitutional lawyer, worked on Trump's impeachment. Now, there've been some tales going around that Putin had a heart attack and something happened to him. And then the Kremlin said that it was just lies. Should we look into that? I think I got a good feeling about that, Mike guys. Safe is the word. They did. And I think that it's going to take a little time, and I think there'll be more groups of people who will come forward. I'm just answering something Mamacita B. The government washed their hands of mental health years ago. Not just over their mind, it's over here as well. So I think that it's a case of people coming forward and speaking up, you know, family members, loved ones, and we're all coming together. And but diet plays a big part in all of this as well, you know. And of course, it doesn't help with being frequency, God knows, attacked or whatever. You just don't know what's out there, do you? It's and there's a lot of controlling going on. People getting manipulated and controlled. There's all sorts of things happening. Oh, thank you, Christina. Now, what was I going to do there? What was I going to look into? Can you tell us? So I got a good feeling with the Speaker of the House. What was... Oh, yes, Putin. I need a coffee. How can you get a private reading? So after this, if you're on YouTube, I'll link my email where you can email us. It's in all my emails and the Facebook business page where you can contact us. It's underneath all the descriptions of my videos as well. You'll see how you can connect with us. John Smith, in 2024, when the Antichrist arrives, well, I think he's already here. Putin. The 28th. Is that Saturday? The 28th. It is, isn't it? I'll have a look in a minute. Right. So there's something definitely going on with the Kremlin. There definitely is. They're not going to tell you everything. I think Putin did have a bit of a funny turn, as my nana would say. My mother used to say, what does that mean? Because my mother's from Yorkshire and my nana's from the northeast. She's, God rest her soul, she's not here now. Just say, I think I've had a bit of a funny turn. And it just means that, like feeling queasy or delirious or faint. So he's definitely had something, and he's been rushed to hospital. But he hasn't died, he's still alive. They will have body doubles, but he did have something what happened to him. But I think that they've tried to hide it. So he's still alive. He's still alive. But there was part of the message was true, but it wasn't all true. Do you know what I mean? So that's the messenger. Some of it was true, but it wasn't all true. I'm just trying to read your thingies here. Lisa Fenn, I'm so sorry, don't give up. What's happened to Lisa Fenn? Definitely not, don't give up. I'll send you healing. Amanda Page, will you help me out with the message I got? I feel like I interrupted a phone call about nuclear SSES. What's that about? You messaged me, didn't you? Are you the same lady? I'll look into it. I don't even know what that means. That's why I was going to get back to you tomorrow on that one. Does anybody know what SSES means? Is it like restrictions on something? So Putin is still alive. He's still in the game there. But something's not quite right, and I think he's been given some medication or something's going on there. There's not a loss yet. Now, if you'd asked about Kim Jong-un, that's a dodgy thing. I mean, he was a big guy. He liked his cheese, didn't he? Is it that cheese with the holes in? He apparently, over half of North Korea are starving, and he was sitting in the palace stuffing his face with all this cheese with the holes in. And a big guy. Then all of a sudden, COVID strikes, and then he just disappears, and then he comes back and he looks like a totally different person. There was rumours that he was in a coma, where's his wife gone? His wife's just disappeared. Do you know what I mean? Is it that Swiss cheese? It's what's it called with the holes in it? Is it elemental? Something, I really don't know. But it's got quite a nutty taste, and he's obsessed with it. And then all of a sudden, he comes back and he's skinny, and he just looks like a totally different face in that. I wonder about him, if that's the real, still the same guy. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? I don't know what the cheese is called, but it doesn't really matter, really, does it? The guy's sitting there stuffing his face with cheese, and everyone's starving over there. Just goes to show what kind of person he is. Do you know what I mean? But they're all the same. Do you know what I mean? They're all the same. I get that Putin is definitely still alive, but he's had some health problems. There could be some body doubles, yeah. This is still going on about the cheese. Leah Dama. I think that's it, isn't it? I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it properly. A mental. So Kim's got a heart condition. Yeah. There's big changes to come in there. And the dynasty will fall. The Kim dynasty will fall. There'll be big news, and I don't know if it's to do with China or Kim Jong-un, round about the time it all changes with the Middle East. Could be a clone, yes. Lisa Fenn, please can I have some healing for my broken heart? God love you. I lost my granddaughters. It's not too late. All right? You've got to fight. It's unfinished with Lisa. And I'll speak to you in November. I'm sorry I couldn't get you in beforehand. It's unfinished. Oh, God love. Let's send some healing out to Lisa. After this show, I'm going to send you lots of healing, Lisa. It's unfinished. All right? Let's all send love to Lisa. It's definitely unfinished, Lisa. All right? Right. I'm going to answer this. It's very important. Lovo Sun on Twitch. Can you tell us about the UK? Do we need to worry about terror attacks? I'm going on a fireworks event on Wednesday. It's a big event in Birmingham. I'm going to put these back together again and we're going to shuffle them again. I am very concerned as well. Lots of healing for Lisa. It's definitely unfinished with Lisa. I feel like I need to light a candle for Lisa. You will get to see these babies again. It's unfinished with. Right, the UK spirit, give us some true answers. I haven't pulled any cards out. I've been getting vibes on this. Seven cards for the UK. I'm getting that song again. Jerusalem. It's like a patriotic song, isn't it? Right, they're planning something, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I think we'll have to stay vigilant. I feel with your fireworks display you're fine, but obviously stay vigilant. Who asked about going on a fireworks display? Was it Birmingham? I'm very drawn to the 11th of November. I'm a little concerned because I'm supposed to be taking Adam out that day. It's his birthday. And I'm very drawn to the 5th, the 6th. Between the 5th and the 11th, no later than the 12th. I just think we have to stay vigilant. And what really makes me angry and boils my piss, right? Really fucks us off, right? It's like spiraling it forward because, you know, it's coming up to the busy time of year when we want to do all of these things. Do stuff with families and stuff like that, and my grandchildren and all of that, and it's spiraling it when we're having to look over our shoulder, and then it's like that dark energy's winning. It's winning. Do you know what I mean? What I'm going to say to you is, right, and I said this in my last stream as well. Okay, that there's been a lot of protests recently on both sides, and it's been going on in London. But there's an energy what's going on at the moment, because the police will not, when you've got people who are supporting Hamas on the street and they're chanting like jihadi stuff and stuff like that, and the police aren't arresting them, very concerning. And why won't the police arrest them? I think the police are under a great pressure at the moment, and I think there's not that much police, what I'm being shown here, to what is here of illegal immigrants or people with this mentality. I will not apologise for being patriotic and putting my country first. And there's a lot of Brits who are coming forward with this now. And it's got nothing to do with your culture. You could be Indian Brit, do you know what I mean? But I think enough is enough. We've been too soft, right? And for God's sake, we've got bloody people who are coming who fought for the country, and they're homeless on the streets. You know, people who can't afford to heat their homes, right? And then they're bringing them in, all right? And they're not checking them, all right? And they're actually giving them like the saying that they can go and even work in the health service, and they're not being checked. You know, they're giving free driving lessons, for God's sake. All of these different things, do you know what I mean? Free housing, mobile phones. It's just endless. But I got this download, and I've been saving it for tonight, and I'm going to talk about this, right? It's Macron. Macron made an announcement that he's going to start asking these illegal immigrants or immigrants to leave. And then Rishi Sunak, just after, said that at the minute they've been putting them all in hotels, and he's going to start taking them out of the hotels. Or where are they going to put them? There's been talks that they're going to start building new housing estates to put them all in. But I had this weird feeling, because I also had this flash that I could see like camps being built. And I'm sure I said it in one of my last Will predictions, or one of my streams. I had talked about it. It looked futuristic, so it wasn't like camps from the past, like Auschwitz camps. It wasn't like that. They looked like FEMA camps, and I could see them, and I'm seeing them again. And I have this strange theory, and I want to run this by you tonight, guys. And I got it in a dream as well. In the dream was strange that there was amnesty on the streets in the United Kingdom. And there was at least 3 cities which could be they're planning something. I want to look into this very deep for you tonight, guys, right? And I'm not saying this to fearmonger. This is I'm a scryer. I'm a psychic. I've worked for the British Armed Forces. I've worked for Northumbria Police. You know what I mean? Businessmen around the world. So when I see something, I'll tell it. It doesn't mean I support it. It's what I see. All right? Just in case YouTube's getting any funny ideas that I'm like being all glorified and all of that. I'm not. I'm a psychic. All right, YouTube? I see things. I am worried and I'm concerned for my home country and for my fellow British citizens. 3 different areas. I'm very drawn to Manchester, London, Newcastle upon Tyne, Birmingham. I'm also even getting Glasgow as far as Edinburgh. I'm worried. But I'm also getting, I don't know why I'm getting Nottingham. Birmingham's coming through very, very strong. But it's shopping malls, what I'm saying. But I had this strange theory that, and in the dream, right, so there was amnesty on the streets, and they had let them out because they wouldn't have them, and they were saying like that they had nowhere to go. So they had used them to make the money to get them into the country, and then they knew that they were, because they hadn't been checked, that they were going to cause amnesty on the streets. So then they used an excuse to get them out again. In the meantime, it sort of broke the whole system. So it was like killing two birds with one stone. It was a strange situation I had. It was a really strange situation. But then what they were doing was they were putting these terrorists into these these places, these sort of holdings. That's what I could see in my dream. And it was just, I'm thinking, are they trying to do something here? What's their agenda behind it? You know what I mean? And that isn't very good. That isn't very good. And I'm concerned if this carries on and something's not stopped, we're not going to have a United Kingdom. England's going. I've got a very worry about the Metro Centre. It's one of the largest shopping precincts in Europe. It's in Newcastle. I'm very concerned about that place. What I want to do is I want to send healing and blessings out to everybody running up to Christmas. But I just think we just need to stay vigilant, but at the same time, don't let it spoil. We have to stay vigilant, but at the same time, don't let it like get a hold of you, because this is what it wants. This is what it wants. They're up to something. The leaders, Macron, Russia. I don't know about Biden, mind, because I'll get to that in a minute. But they're up to something where it looks like we've been too soft. We've been far too soft. Enough's enough. Egypt won't even take them in. Hello there, Michelle and Paul from Rochdale. So, Australia is very strict. You can't just go swandering off into blinking Dubai and that. All these places are all strict. We are too soft, and there has been backhanded money made. They've been making money, like buying and selling people, but at the same time, tricking these people, getting them in, right? If a man is going to war, he leaves his family and his wife at home. If he's fleeing from a war scene, he takes his wife and family with him. If there's just young men coming in, a certain age group coming into the country, what is that saying to you? Are they going to war? They've been paid for this, and the government are making money from this. Each and individual person. And then, of course, you've got, as the collective, you've got all the hotels over the United Kingdom. Some of them have shut them down because they've been tempted, shut your hotel down for 3 to 5 years and we'll make you a millionaire and you can make all this money. Make all this money. So some people have just took the Kool-Aid and took it because they've probably been in debt, or they think, oh, well, I'll just do that. But the problem we've got here is that the places are a mess, and it's going to cost the government a lot of money to sort these hotels out. So there's talks now that the government want to get these people out of these hotels. So where they're going to go to? It's a worry. What I'm feeling is that we've got the timings coming out here. The timing is coming out. We've got the close, which is like the death card, but it's also like, it's like sudden strike, right? It's quite sort of a cult energy, that. 15-minute cities paying land. I don't think the 15-minute cities comes in on that. That's a separate thing. Paying landlords, yeah. So there's certain companies, and one of them is connected with BLACK Rock, right? Okay. The biggest human trafficking in plain sight here. They're buying and selling underneath the they've been buying and selling without the British people. But I think that now they realise this is going to backfire on them, so they need to get them out of this because it's going to cost them too much money. So there's going to be amnesty on the streets at some point. There really, really is. There really is. And it's not nice because what we don't need is a more of a divide. Do you know what I mean? I mean, they've been like attacking the Israelis, the Jewish people, should I say, in London, with horrible remarks. There was one reporter when she was on the ITV News. I don't know what she was called. And, ITV's even getting done for this, and the BBC. But the thing is, at the end of the day, right, I've got a lot of friends, different multicultural friends. And I know some people who are Muslim, very dear friends, all right? My neighbour, right? Couldn't meet a nicer guy. So, but they're not terrorists. But what I'm saying to you is, if we do start getting this happening, it's going to put a pressure also on the Muslim people who are already here as Brits. We've got enough people here. We don't need any more people here. It's dangerous. It's becoming dangerous because they're not checking them. If you go to Australia, you've got to have £10,000 in the bank before you go there. You've got to be able to work there, have a job, and know somebody. You can't just go swanning in. We're a tiny little island. I mean, what the hell are that? What they're smoking down in that parliament, I'll never know. Oh my God. I think they're all on pot or something. But I just think it's good. This is going to backfire on them as well, because these people aren't like us, right? These jihadis aren't like, they think differently, right? And I think that they could be the ones who could end up being the guy folks, and it's going to turn them, and it's going to bite them right on the arse, these in Parliament, and it's their own damn fault. Because they've caused all of this. But it's a worry. And let's see, for the children and for our communities. It's wicked. But enough's enough. And there's a lot of Jewish community over here, where I live. You've got Dunstan. I mean, you go to the park on a Sunday, there's quite a lot of them come out with their hats on, the different kinds of Jewish people, isn't there? Different kinds. Nice people, peaceful people. And the protests that they had, so now the Brits are getting together and they're with the Jewish people and saying, enough's enough. So this is brewing. This is brewing. So I want to advise to try to keep out of crowds and stuff like that. But it's been proven that there is more illegal immigrants here now than police force, and that's a worry. It could get very ugly. So I've just pulled some cards out here, right? So we've got the 7. Never mind what it's doing to our economy and that, So when they ploughed all the money into Ukraine, that's fair enough. But when they're ploughing all the money into giving all of these illegal immigrants coming in, what about people here? What about... Oh my God! Let's get to the nitty-gritty on this. What did my grandfather and your grandfathers and grandmothers, why did they go to war? It was to save Britain. But this is coming in from a different angle. So, this day and age, you need about 50 kids to get a council house, It's, young couples, you know, when they're on the breadline, they can't just go out there and get a council house. They've got to bid. But these people are being just given it, and they expect it as well. It's going to bite them on the arse. It's going to bite them on the arse. So whatever they're up to, the government, it's going to... My concern is there's going to be casualties on the streets. And I'm feeling within the it could be 6 weeks. We just need to stay vigilant. I am drawn to London. I'm really, really drawn to London. There we are. And then, of course, you've got Joe Biden, what was just, he's giving money, he gave money away to them all and as well, and what he did, and left loads of helicopters and equipment and that. It's just all very odd. There's going to be emergency alerts in this country. I'm telling you that now. Give it 4 weeks or 4 months. 4 is coming through, or it could be 4 days. It's going to bite them on the arse. But they're up to something, and they realise that they're in up to their head money wise, and they're gonna like drop them like that. They're gonna drop them like that. Something's gonna turn. The worm's gonna turn. But like I say, it's like you've got to be that spiritually at a level where you will get some people who will, hate all Muslims because of this, and it's so wrong. I'll never stop speaking to my friends, no matter if it's bloody World War III outside. I'll still speak to Ali down the road. Do you know what I mean? But some people aren't like that. Do you know what I mean? Some people are just anti different cultures coming in. And I mean, I don't know if you've seen my last feed. I had channeled Enoch Powell, and he was a Tory politician, and he was known for his radical views on immigration. But it makes you wonder now, was he right? Was he right? I want you to comment, what you think of this, guys. So, we're going to come through it. Bloody hell. But my concern is, it's something about round music or a gathering. There's something to do with shopping malls, and it's not just the UK alone, okay? And then the poor Jewish people are living in fear. Yeah, exactly. It's so they need to. I think what's going on over here now is brewing. It's going to happen in the US as well. So this could cause problems where we could have soldiers on the street or lockdowns. There's a timeline of that. There's a timeline. I'm very drawn to Halloween. I'm going to give you some dates here. I'm getting the 26th, the 27th, the 28th. The 29th. The 14th, the 10th, the 9th. Everything's just all twisted, guys. It's disgusting. It's so twisted. I mean, then you've got like the bombing going on with the innocent people and the Palestinians. You know what I mean? That's awful as well. But it's like they've got these extremists have jumped into the bandwagon. Any excuse, it's sniffs of terrorism. And I said last year and the year before, terrorism is going to be all over world news. Mark my words. There's going to be National Guard. Yeah. They might have to bring the armed forces or the army in. My concern is, right, I can't say names, right, because as you know, I read for people, but I've had intel today that there is British soldiers getting moved over into Israel as we speak. So That's a problem because, the police are under pressure. They're frightened to know how to react because we've been too bloody soft for too long, and the other one got their wrists slapped. It's like something is going to happen. 2 or 12, and I'm very drawn to November. And this is testing us for, like, if you're living in places like I'm living where it's all multicultural and that, and you've got friends, just all to stick together. I mean, when we went into the lockdown, the Indian guy what lives on my mum's estate, he was so canny, right? So canny. Canny means nice, right? It was like he was ordering in. This is the first time I had the lockdown. He was ordering in the little Lynn's Twinkle or whatever it was. She was getting like a little toddler magazine. He was putting it on order for her, and he was taking people's orders and that. And the same with Louis, who lives down at the other end of the estate, Pakistani Muslims. And they were doing orders for the whole of the estate. Do you know what I mean? But you see, we've known these people. I've known these people since the boys have been little. So to me, they're British. Even though they're a different culture, they're British people. That they work hard. You know what I mean? Not these fuckers would have been just brought in and not being checked. There's a total difference here. There's a total difference. I am very, very concerned. I think it's going to hit a peak. Give it 12 days, guys. When's the 12th? When's the 12th? There'll be military. But I've said this before as well. It's a karmic thing because everybody's healing. Everybody's trying to get rid of their wounds. And this is why everything's kicking off. And some people are so split and torn and got holes in the aura. And that's how they're getting into all this mind programming with all this terrorism groups and stuff like that. Mind controlling. Cults, whatever you want to call them. So everyone's on different levels. So, and it goes back through centuries, depending where you've come from. So Cindy's put here in the audience here on Twitch, if the terrorism gets really bad, we might have to lock ourselves down. There'll be military. I see military, but my concern is it's going to have to be military because I think the police are going to need help. That's what I feel. And there's too much pressure on the police as well. There really, really is. Because if you look like back to the lockdowns and that, I was dealing with them when I had problems with my youngest son with his mental health. And it wasn't the bloody CAT team, what they were called, what were coming out. It was the police. The police got him the help. The system's so broken. It's so damn broken. So police are doing things that they shouldn't be doing. Do you know what I mean? The NHS is another thing as well. That's broken. National Guard. National Guard. So what Mary's put here is, and this is what I'm saying, we could do some cord cutting tonight if you want, I'm afraid what happened to my ancestors in the Holocaust is going to happen to my family because I am an Irish Jew, right? Okay. No, it won't. We need to release these fears. We need to stand strong. We need to, like we say in Britain, keep calm and carry on. But one thing I will say, guys, right, and I don't know if there's any Brits watching now because it's late now. They're probably in bed. Probably the odd one. They're like crazy like me. But prep and try to Yeah. But when you do go out, don't go out in fear. Do you know what I mean? Just try and prep, because we could have problems with food. We need to raise the vibrations, yeah. There's a problem with bread over here. But then again, when you knew what's in the store bread, you wouldn't want to buy store bread. So maybe we need to start all making our own bread again and going back to the way our grannies were. All the shit what they're putting in the food, do you know what I mean? Mary Max, London, I listen, yeah. Are you living in the busy part of London, Mary? Louise, we do not need anyone here making unwarranted comments about Jews. Definitely not. Who's been making unwarranted comments? Moon Fairy. Definitely not. We must all stand strong. It does say in the Bible, I mean, I'm not like an expert, but it does say in the Bible that bit of land's for the Jewish people. Do you know what I mean? Good night, Teddy. This is what we need to be doing. So we can make my Christmas, we can plan my Christmas, we can plan my holidays. Try to be around nature. Try to do nice things with your family, your kids. You know, do the best you can. And when I'm saying prep, it's hard when you're on a budget, but just try to make plans. Try to do things for you. And when we work at the inner work, that's when it helps. Keeping balanced. I feel Sugarite, Organite, and it stops all them negative energies what's out there. Sugarite, we need to wear that. The Lord promised Israel to Abraham and his seed, yeah. I'm getting North London. What I'm going to do is, after the break, I'm going to look into this and I'll trust me scrying, all right? I just go on asking questions, but I don't want to guess. I'll go with the scrying and see what the give is, okay? To which parts. So everything's about money, do you know what I mean? And as all this is going on, there's like something big what's going to take place within the money market. You know, could we face a crash? I'm going to ask that. You know, could the US dollar go down? Do you know what I mean? All of this. It's all about the gold, because there's a new financial system coming in. Louise, are the stories true about the village in Peru that are being attacked by aliens? Well, somebody's terrorising them, aren't they? I'll pull some cards out on that as well. New beginning, so it's a financial system. This worry is, I'm getting April, May of next year. It's like two timelines coming together, guys, and it's like that, and it's so strange, where it could cause like a world war. Do you know what I mean? So it's so sensitive at the minute. We need to try and raise the vibrations. Hello, Adam. I'm live, son. Okay. Okie dokie. Right, we've got the five of rods upside down. Don't smoke like that. Dear me. Keep the door open for the kittens. Good luck to you, Moon Fairy. Very. Somebody was definitely terrorising them, and I feel it was. Yeah, I'm so sorry, guys. Can you hear him? Make sure you put the seat down, please, and flush the chain. I'm so sorry. Oh my God, it's like a madhouse in here. Right. Okay. And I was bringing it back to that night on Twitch. That was hilarious, wasn't it? Okay, what was I saying? The people in Peru, right, were being tricked and terrorised by cabal type of people or nasty sort of mafia type of people. And they were being terrorised. So it wasn't aliens. The FBI got the shooter in Maine. And is he still alive? Oh, definitely May. Edinburgh is very holy. I hope you're all right, Johnny. And everybody. Right. See, everybody's feeling it at the minute. Everybody's feeling it and everyone's getting really touchy. Larianne, people are on the edge right now, Johnny. Try to be more understanding. Because it's triggering people and, you just don't know what's in your DNA or whatever. So much deceit going on, but it's event after event after event. That's what I'm saying, yeah? Angels are working hard at the moment trying to protect people. I'm getting MI6 on high alert that they're up to something. They're trying to catch these terrorists. There's something going on. 5 or 15's coming out very strong as well. I'm very drawn to Paris and I'm very drawn to Denmark. In Germany, this could be where there could be protests. A lot of protests to come, guys. Oh my God. You thought it was bad with the last protests? There's going to be a lot of protests. So it's brewing up because it's like that big spot. It has to come out. So lies and deceit is also going on, guys, within media or news as well. Possibly some crisis actors out there. But nevertheless, this has happened. It definitely did happen in Israel. It definitely did. And it has been taking place where there's been bombings going on over in Palestine as well. But you've had the recent thing coming out with the certain Hamas leaders, some of these Hamas soldiers coming out saying, getting upset and all of this. And then one minute they're like, lying in the hospital dying, and the next minute they pretend to be somebody else, then they pretend to be somebody else, and it's like you just need to look between the lines and do your homework there. So it's the younger generation. You're going to be very surprised. The younger generation who are going to come up trumps in the UK. Come up trumps. Because you've got a lot of mixed race schools over here and stuff like that. They might, if it gets really bad, they might have to shut the schools down at some point as well. But we'll come through it. We really will. but it's going to get quite nasty. All right. End of this month, going into November. Trump's going to the UK, really. It's a crazy, crazy world we're living in at the minute. 7 of Swords, yeah. There's the Isis again. Isis inspiration, which is like goddess Isis. Two months of hell I'm being given, and I'm being given like, this is awful. Is it Bloody Sunday? What that happened in Ireland? I'm seeing a situation like that. I'm going into a shopping mall. And I just want to say, like, people to get out. They're coming in from all sides, coming in. Ours being given. Where's Rochdale? Yorkshire. These are the places I'm getting. E in London. But these could also be street names. I'm also drawn to like tube stations, that type of thing. This is going to be on World News. Could be Sky News. It could be something to do with the UK, or it's Sky News is just reporting it, and it's something to do with a student. And I don't know if it's to do with bullying or some students getting hurt. I don't know if it's a university or a college or like an older child. I'm seeing that. And there'll be an outcry with it. And he didn't do anything wrong, you know. Remember that. He didn't do anything wrong. This is what I'm being shown. I often wonder why awful things happen to good people. And I don't always have all the answers. I really don't. I sometimes feel our higher selves, we know what we put ourselves through before we come onto this planet. And we put ourselves through these situations, even if it's awful situations, to teach the other side a lesson, because it is a holy war that we're in. Someone here has just asked, okay, which tube stations? I really don't know. It looks, because it's multicultural, I want to just send it out everywhere and for just all to be vigilant. Yeah? I would not like to specify. There's a lot of protests happening now in US colleges, right? But we've got the 7 of Swords and we've got the 9 of Swords. So that's definitely, I would say, 2 months, there's something hitting a peak. And again, that's taken me into Christmas, isn't it? I've got to say this as well. Obviously, we don't have ammunition over here like you do in the firearms. We don't have that right like you do in the US. And I've Googled about what can you use to defend yourself. And, you know, the stupid British law, you know, apparently you can't even have like an aerosol or a pepper spray or even make yourself a pepper spray. It's against the law. Basically, if somebody breaks into your house and you hit them with, say, like something, you can get done. People have got done in the UK for that. Unless they're upstairs, that's different. But to protect yourself in the UK is, well, apparently you can't protect yourself. Simple as that. But I think that there's going to be an uprising in that coming forward and being pushed about something like that. Stop attacks from dogs. Well, apparently you can do all of these things, but you can get put to prison for doing it. So say like if a robber burst into your house, yeah, and you sprayed them in the eyes with something, you can get done for that. Can you believe that? That's what it's like over here at the minute. Well, the only thing they can use is like flash a bloody like a torchlight at them, and I mean, what good's that going to do? There you go. Unless you have a baseball bat, you know what I mean? Because a baseball bat, you could just be going out and doing cricket, couldn't you? And of course, if they break into the house, just do them in, then drag them up the stairs, and then say that it happened upstairs. I really don't know, but it's really bad over here. It's really bad. But I think that it's dog eat dog at the minute, and I think that we need to. It's because it's so like that at the minute, and the veil's so thin. I think that we're going to experience a lot of crimes over the next year or so. Hairspray, yeah. But if your life's in danger, what do? Do you know what I mean? But honestly, if you don't believe us, Google it. Apparently you can't use a thing over here because you can get done for it. Apparently not, Moon Fairy. Because apparently pepper spray can harm the criminal's eyes. That's how crazy the law is over here. Louise, us Glasgow people will teach you and tell you what to say to the cops. All right, okay. It's nuts, isn't it? Poor criminal. Let's have a break. Yeah, but it's like a sort of like a spiritual shift we're going through, and I think that it's going to be an uprise in a lot of crimes. So it's very important that we stay vigilant, stay grounded, and do the inner work. That's what it's about. Well, according to the British government, yes, we have to care about the criminals because that's what's got me into this mess as it is. Enemy. Do you know what I mean? So, all right, so Border Collie just waiting for the shooter to come out of his house in Maine. You can use anything as long as you've felt your life was in danger. Black Belt Barrister on YouTube is good to watch about this. I think he's brilliant, isn't he? Daniel, he's called. Definitely recommend. Yeah, because he knows everything about the British law, doesn't he? So these are nice cards. In the end, we're going to get there. I just think it's getting there. You know, I think that it's like the minute we're a D, we need to get a D. So we need to get a B, C to get a D. But there is going to be vulnerabilities around schools. It's coming through really strong. Keep a grave dug in the backyard just in case that is part of prepping. Why? What would you put in it? They aren't sure he's in that house because he's down the side of the house. I need to check this out. I'm not. Is it on World News now? I'll turn this down. Right, wait a second. Right, what's it say? Maine shooter. All right. Oh, it's dark, isn't it? So I can't see the blinking house. Suspect's home. It's turned that down. It's gone back up. It's got a mind of its own, this. 2 minutes, guys, and I'm just going to tell you. It'll be swarming with police, won't it? Schools have 1 to 2 police per campus, right? You can't really see anything, can you? So is it a house like what's in the middle of nowhere? Because I don't see that. I see a house what's sort of joined on into a street with other houses, and he's hiding down the side somewhere. I wonder if he's holding somebody as well. Interesting. I think it's going to go on for an hour or so, and then maybe next 45 minutes to an hour. Maine is 90% forest, right? Well, this looks like a little sort of where he's hiding. He's hiding down this side bit underneath some wood. That's what I'm saying. Or where the house is, where he is at. Queen Wanda, Louise, Teddy had a hard time breathing. Can we help? Yes. Is Teddy still in? We can send him some healing. Let's send Teddy some healing. You might need to go and get checked out, Teddy, because you had that the other week as well. Looks like the side of a house where you've got some wood and then you go down some steps. He's down the side of this house. No, he's gone. Let's hope he's okay. So there's been multiple people killed during this. God bless them and God bless their families. It's really scary, isn't it? Really, really terrible. We had something very similar, you know. It was called Rowell Moat. And he was on the loose over here. It was, and he'd flipped and lost the plot. And he had gone up to the woods. And he was running around the streets. He'd blew a policeman's face off. And it was a very strange one. And to cut a long story short, they got him in the end. They got him in the woods, but there was like a big manhunt. What was going on? You're going back a few years now, but which is very rare in the UK. Something like that happens. But I'm going to send healing to Teddy out, and let's hope he's okay. The trees are blocking the house. Give us 5 minutes. Go make your cuppas. Get your popcorn or your drinks or your cup of teas, coffees. I'm going to go and check my kittens, and we're going to come back and we're going to do some scrying. Okay. And I'm going to be sending healing and blessings out for Teddy that he's okay. And Teddy might have to go and see a doctor, but he'll be okay. Okay, and I'm sending healing blessings out to you, Teddy. Go and make yourself a nice warm cup of tea or something, or get some water. Oh, no doubt the cats will come on soon. Right. Stress can do funny things to people's body as well, you know. They'll try me too, but they won't get very far with it. But give us a few minutes. I'm going to put my hometown picture on. Okay. And I'll be back. All right. Do you see anything about the explosion by the Israel nuclear plant today? Oh yeah, and that girl wanted me to look into that thing as well, didn't she? I think it's going to get nasty before it gets better. Do you see anything about the explosion by the Israel nuclear plant today? Done on purpose. Definitely. I would have to look into it after the break, okay? So give us a few minutes and we'll look into it. Go and get your shot of tequila or whatever. I'll not be long, okay? Can you hear me? It's your mystic. Is it still going on with the Maine man? The man in Maine? Let's hope it ends soon, eh? Has anybody heard if Teddy's okay? There's so much hate between we. That's so right, Judith. I hope yous are all well. And I'm going to put the cards away now. And I'm going to look into the crystal ball. Before I go any further, I've got this gentleman in the room. And he wants to send a message out to his wife that he loves him. He loves her so much. There's a D or a G connected, and I don't know if that's connected with his name or the person he's trying to get the message out to. Also an S or a C and an A. I don't know if these are loved ones that he's standing next to in spirit or he's trying to get a message out. Who's Susan? There's a link with the name Susan. Happy birthday, Miss Louise. It's not my birthday, Becky, until the 18th of November. Anyone put their heating on? I need to put... It's going to be a bit cold in here. I'll put it on afterwards. I get hot when I'm doing this. So I've got a gentleman here and he didn't want to leave her. He didn't want to leave her. Your name is Susan, right? There's possibly a few different gentlemen coming through here. I've got someone's dad coming in here. But there's a husband here for his wife, and that he loves her dearly, and that he said it's so beautiful over there. He's also given us the colour blue. I don't know if it was something he was wearing or... But he was very poorly at the end. He didn't want to go. He couldn't even drink. He couldn't swallow. There was something going on here with him. Susan was your mum's name, okay. I'm getting the name Susan then from spirit, definitely very strong. Then definitely the name Susan's coming through as well. Wait a minute. I got a D, a G, or a D, a G, or a J. It's coming through. And he got the letter. He got the letter. Remember, your loved ones are on the other side. We class it as death because we're watching our loved ones going from physical into non-physical. Once they're over there, they're saying, oh no, it's not true. There's life after life. They're born again. They're born again. I've got Mother Mary coming in and she's bringing in all the children which have just recently passed for the tragedies in Israel and Gaza. The heaven is very busy tonight. Heaven is very busy tonight. Teddy needs Archangel Gabriel. He's a healing angel. Mary, when my mum died, the night after she died, she came to me in a dream. She showed me a golden city with beautiful buildings and she told me there's much life after you died. Exactly. So the November the 18th lands on a Saturday. I have agreed to come onto Twitch. I don't normally multi-stream on I don't normally stream on a Saturday, but I was going to come on and say hi on the night time because I'll just be twiddling my thumbs. But you never know. I might just come on and multi-stream. I'll see. Heaven is very busy tonight with the people who've just recently passed in Maine, with what's happening at the moment. And I don't know if we're talking about something what's going on globally or it's about to go on globally. They're busy. They're preparing. a lot of things what aren't reported. Does that make sense? John's been given very, very strong. And it's a John what's coming through from the spirit. A John what's coming through from the spirit. I'm also being shown this fair-haired little boy. Oh, God love you. And a baby girl. These are the children from Israel. God's got them. Mary took them over. What happens to the traumatized children when they go over? They are comforted by the angels on the other side. There's great nurseries on the other side near the heavens. I'm being given tonight, and this is weird what I'm getting. These men what did these acts in Israel, these terrorists, okay, what took these people out, these innocent people out and these children. Hamas. There is something going on with mind control. And there's definitely mind programming going on. It's like that Nazi energy never went away. It just went underground. Does that make sense? And people ask that there is no such thing as hell. I believe that there is hell. I believe that, yes, God is very forgiving. But this is school where we learn and then we go home. And something has been unleashed onto this planet. It's come through a porthole. Demons are running havoc at the moment, and they're latching on to people who are very open. But some people are just so entwined in this mind programming. It's like an ISIS thing, what's going on at the moment. That's what it's like. The origin, I've never gone into the origin there. See Calvert. But anything is possible. But what I do get very strongly is that so these events are taking place. The question is it mind controlled from a demonic energy, or is it mind controlled from a technology? And I feel there's both going on. There's both going on. That's what I'm feeling. And it's about ascension. It's about well body, well mind, well soul. So we have to keep balanced. In religion really isn't the problem. It's man who's manipulated. They manipulated the Bible. They took stuff out of the Bible and manipulated it, that the Roman Catholic Church did. The rulers did, And that does not rule out that the Quran's been manipulated with people as well. There is some reportings that some of these Hamas people haven't been breaking down. Some of it is played, but some of these people aren't realising, a bit like a mini blackout. So there is something going on in this physical world that we do not understand. That doesn't mean that if you're zapped by mind control that you would do it, because if you are balanced, it would just bounce off you. Does that make sense? There is highly advanced equipment out there what we do not know we have. I've also been given, before I look into my crystal ball, and this is coming through very strong. Why have I left them two cards out? Look at this. We've got the Five of Swords. That's like amnesty on the streets. And there's like the unleashed devil. So there will be losses. There will be problems. We've got the Lovers. There's deals being made. There is a technology going on this planet we do not understand, and it's happening right now as we speak. But think about when all that equipment was given over. Was it in Afghanistan or Syria? And people couldn't understand, all that American helicopters were left and ammunition was left. I've been given another download tonight. Is it possible that you honestly have no idea the technology of the weaponry, what is being used right now? I've actually got Shola coming in here now. Now she hasn't come in for a while. Good evening, Shola. Oh, if anybody doesn't know who Shola is, she works for the Galactic Federation. She's a Pleiadian. I channel her many times, but you can't force it. Oh, Shiko. Isato kushina mo shako. Asetuko mai. There is great shifts happening across our planet right now. We are here to protect humanity, and we are working with humanity. This is a war, not just a holy war. It is an imbalancement. And some people have been heavily mind-controlled individuals to cause warlike situations. Akoe e sito shoya mo ito mucha. She tells me that they have the technology. If they want to take a planet out, they have the technology to stop war. And we must not worry. We are witnessing a great change. We are in the midst of it. This is what she's saying. She is with Ashtar. She is with the Federation and other star races. They are patrolling our planet. They are getting ready. They have stopped 3 major attacks within the last 2 weeks. Watch for high alert to come forth on world news, and be careful around inbuilt areas. She showed me like airports, large shopping malls where people would congregate together. I am being shown a stadium or an event or a gathering. Hi, itako yirako yanamasateka itako wiwa okoba. As all of these operations are taking place, there is also operations we are doing. We cannot speak too much. They are removing and blocking crimes that they have committed. And there is great trials going on behind the scenes, what we are trying to accomplish. There isn't just governments that we know. The world that you know is about to change, and there is great technology to come onto your planet. We are just like you. We do not class ourselves as you say, alien.
We are just a different race of people that love you very much. And we have the technology to stop a world war. They worry about a group of individuals what could cause problems in the Middle East. And if there is any incidents, it will be short-lived and they will stop the rest. They are working 24/7. Watch for many distractions to come your way and be careful of shootings in the USA. The 4 o'clock mark at Eastern Time, 17th. There will be great eruptions. This could be weather events or distractions. This is taking place, it will be distractions. When all of these distractions and horrific events are going on, they are trying to maneuver people out of situations to get them out of the way. When I talk about they, I am talking about the dark controllers. If there is a world announcement of any lockdowns, please take care and take note and stay inside. It will be short-lived, this is what she's saying. But we are catching the individuals which are trying to get away with their crimes. O children of earth, I bless you all and understand you are rewriting your new holy books. We are all from God the Creator. We are all here on this planet to make a difference. We as the Pleiadians have been through what you have been through. We have suffered great wars. You are nearly there. They have tried to control you. You are nearly there. We congratulate you. Keep going. Stay vigilant. If it goes dark, it is only short-lived. The red, the green, the white flag will lead the way of a distraction. The white, the blue, the star flag will have to be divided. Then the Middle East, Palestine, will split in two. All great creators are back living on your planet. We are all the boots in the ground. You are us. We are you. There is no difference. We are just in another timeline. You have been held back from great technology and medicine, from greed. We will free you. You are freeing yourself. You are the ones doing the work. May angels tread where devils are. This is the great galactic war coming to a peak. We love you all. We are your light bearers. Do not be afraid. You have done this many times before. Some of you may feel familiar with what I am talking. We are you. You are us. We are all the same. We have done this before in that figure 8. This has broken. This has broken. The energy frequency which was around Mars and Gaia, Earth, has broken. They now cannot control you. Haishia atoko. The numbers is the controllers. They will not win. When the numbers break, the system falls. Everything will go dark. Everything will stop. Then the light will come. We are your cousins, your brothers, your sisters. We will meet again. Kuka otoko istakamo. Watch the schools. Watch the children. Watch inbuilt, busy places. We are with you. We are your light, your love. We are all God's children. Watch for a great fall of a man from the east. The man who will speak with a speech impediment will fall, then stop the war. Then everything will change. This is Shola. I must report back now to duty. Shalom. Atukui. Goodbye. Okay. I want to light a white candle for everybody in this room tonight, in this forum, that peace comes across our land. Thank you, Shola. Did you notice how the cats came around when I was channeling that? Great change to come. She's coming in again. She's coming in again. Give us 2 minutes. You can never plan anything. It just flows in. You never plan anything. Okay, go. Itakosha goma no goma. Do not worry, citizens of Earth. Gobako itogo. You are in this now. The United States of America has problems, yes, with shootings. Kukangomo. When I speak of watch the children of Earth, it's your minds. You have to protect their minds for what is to come. Many blessings. It is the minds. As these great controllers lose, they will fight, they will restrict, but they will not win. The Holy Spirit is about tonight. The warlords are gathering their armies and attaching to individuals. They bear the mark. They bear the mark. Kuka goma sita goba. They are the ones that caused the wars in your past. They are just in different avatars with different names. You are the ones who have fought these people before. You will win. You will rise. When the mountain smokes and the skies go red, the earth will tilt. The people will cry. The lands will split and form new earth. And humanity will rise into a new civilization. We are watching you. Goodbye. Shola. We will rise again. Let's do some scrying. Let's do about 20 minutes of scrying, guys. And I didn't expect that tonight. Did you? That's like a solar event, isn't it? They are us, we are them. They're just born on a different rock, in a different place, in a different time. Let's see what the crystal ball has to say. Yeah, it's funny because how the cats came in and around when I was doing the channeling. I'm convinced little kitty cats are from Venus. I really am. I believe the domestic cat was brought in. The Egyptians, when they were in contact with the star people, they brought them in then. I do believe little kitty cats are aliens. I really do. It's a vibration, isn't it? Okay, let's see what I can see. Now, I can't force anything. Problems on borders to come. All right, I'm going straight into Gaza. And where they're having the problems with Israel. They will have to move the people out. It may come to that. But there is another borderline of another border. And it's in the east. And it will escalate out of control. I am very drawn. I'm getting Syria. And I'm getting Afghanistan. Iran. Big news coming in with the leader of Iran. I've been asked today from a lovely client who's in Japan, is there any news for Japan? Because I know the people of Japan aren't happy with their politics and that. I'm going to give you a message to the Japanese people. This is coming in really strong. You must not worry. Japan is protected. When the platelets change and the lands change, Japan will rise. She is on an ancient ley line. And the Lyrians and the Pleiadians are protecting that area. They're actually working from that area underground as well. It's all connections underground, like a connection system. Everything's happening underground, guys. I want to send peace and healing and protection out to our troops and our allies. I see them going into tunnels. I do not just see Israeli military going in. It's all about the gold. It's all about the gold. And the letter J, when it's announced, it's something to do with the Middle East. The letter J, or it sounds like J. It will all change then. It's a person. It's a man, maybe. It's a disruption of the collective. Mass problems with borders all over. And a new regulations we put into place to safeguard the people who are in their countries, but also to help the innocent ones who need to get out of places. There will be a new system, and it's all part of New World. This is why this is all happening. I see a military ship. Rescue operations to somewhere. Now this is funny because I see military ships and it's going into somewhere where there's lots of rocks falling or disruptions near a beach or a shoreline, unless that's to do with an attack. Or at the same time there's something going on with an eruption. At the same time there's going to be big news to do with the military ships. Like navy ships. Interesting. There will be a falling out, and it's a big falling out. It's got something to do with Iran, the East. So I want to see like Qatar or Saudi and Russia. I don't know why I'm getting the Titanic in here tonight, guys. It's really weird. Maybe it's everything we've been witnessing over the last year or so. Maybe this has been all the distractions I've been going on about. You know, I've been seeing, don't look over there, look over there. It's like we're looking over everywhere and it's all distractions. You know, that thing to do with that submarine thing. That was creepy, that, wasn't it? I mean, what the hell? Why would anybody pay all that money to go down something with a little bloody joystick thing what you would have on a PlayStation? Is beyond me. It's just odd. And risk your life like that. It's just odd. Very strange. I don't know if this is my imagination because I'm just getting tired, but I got like I don't feel it is. I feel like sometimes I get weird things late at night. But I'm going to give you this. It's very important. It's you know, like the scene from Star Wars, and you've got like Darth Vader, the baddie. I zoned into Iran and I went behind the scenes when you got all this like stuff going on with Hamas, and I got like this dark Darth Vader energy. Then I seen like a sort of like a Stargate coming out from Iran. Now I'm not saying this is literal.
It could be something what's in the collective and it's people are picking it up. Do you know what I mean? But there's something weird, there's something open over there, what needs healed. It's coming through really strong. There will be a shortage of food. Okay. Something about in a park in the UK. It's like I'm getting something to do with a park and an incident. And that's going to be on news and it doesn't look very good. Is it like this old man or a news to do with like around an old man? I don't know what that means. Okay. It's like phasing out now. January's huge. Camps, lots of camps set up. It reminds us, remember that MASH? Remember that? What used to be on the television? I mean, I'm showing my age now. I used to like the music to that, MASH. I'm getting lots of camps like that with military people in, but it looks like it's dotted. And I'm not just looking at the Middle East, I'm looking somewhere else as well. There's something else about to kick off. And I'm getting a very Yugoslavia energy here tonight. It's coming through really strong. Say like a fighter jet, or it looks like a stealth or something in the sky, and then there's going to be some problems with that. When it kicks off in 3 different places. It's a triangular event, guys. I keep getting it. It's a triangular event. We could have disruptions with internet. Getting some writing here. Wait a minute. I keep getting Latin in this crystal ball. It's been coming through for the last couple of weeks now. Right, they're giving us Taliban is Hamas. Taliban connections. Jihadi. Right. Lots of illegal trade. Opium. Don't you want to write this down? That stuff what they put in the batteries. And then I'm seeing Jerusalem, Palestinian rest. Rest in peace or something, or B6QT. Good God, what's that mean? B6QT. It was like a code. It was the revelation. They tried to mix with timelines here to stop it. It's with some technology, but it's still coming in. There's just going to be a disruption over the next couple of weeks. I'm getting Jesus. They're saying Jesus, end. Jesus, the end. Smoke Mountain. The Jesuits. What's the Jesuits? Lithium, yeah. What's the Jesuits? I'm getting like biblical scriptures coming out here. What am I reading?
9, Amor Domini. God, it's fading out, sugar. Nine's coming out very strong for Trump as well, and I don't know why. A Catholic order. I see children. This is something nice, and it's coming up to Christmas, and it looks like they're like a choir or the children all over the world wanting to sing. I don't think this is going to be like a song, guys, or it's going to be something what's going to be in the charts, or something to do with like some charity thing, but it's all children singing. Yeah, we could have another lockdown, but anything to do with any viruses or anything, that could be next year. The Jesuits, what's them? What are they? There's something going on. There's something going on behind the scenes here. But if we do have another lockdown, there's going to be a massive baby boom. Whatever's been tried to stop it, it's going to boom. New economy and a new way of handling things. And a new internet will come in as well. And new shops and stores opening, and they're putting them into New York. They're reopening everything. It's amazing. Like I say, I could be looking a couple of years down the line here. Trump. What am I getting here? Trump. Jews. This is crazy, guys, right? Venezuela I don't know what this means. Agreed? Or is going to agree? I don't know if I'm looking into another timeline here. It's really weird. They're giving us Trump USA 2024. I don't know if it's like it's got like a circle around it, and I don't know if it's something what's being contained or it's something still to come out, guys. Like I said, I'll just take this as a pinch of salt, but it's really weird when I'm saying it at the minute. Really weird. Tulsi Gabbard, big news coming in there. There's a movement what's going to be caused, and it's to do with this strange energy what's building up in the UK to do with riots. I'm going to say riots, maybe there's riots coming in or protests, and it's going to go all over the place, you know, like Canada, Europe, Germany, everywhere, USA. But then it's going to form a group, and then not very nice individuals, so watch for this. And it's going to be so in the face of how mind controlling a lot of this stuff is. So watch for it. Watch for this. It's coming through really, really strong. This is very weird. Just random coming in. Philip Schofield. Obviously, he's gone off the scene now. He was presenter of ITV this morning, as you know, and they had all that hoo-ha. I've just seen him popping in there. There's going to be some big news to do with him. Also big news with a celebrity. Crazy weather. I know we're coming into the storm weather, so we need to just watch for that. I'm getting something else really funny, and this is, I'm getting, you know how you had that young man what came forward, what sung with his dog, and it was a catchy song. Do you know what I'm going on about? Can you write that song in? What it was talking about the state of the world and that he was singing it. I'm seeing another type of cowboy type of guy to come, and he's going to be singing something, or he's just all over world news. It's like this guy, and it's like a really catchy song, so watch for that. You've got to trust everything's going to fall into place here, like. Two worlds colliding. It's a playbook, and it's like they're bringing it all to the forefront. All to the forefront. Better earth to come. But we're just going to go through a bit of a rough time. We might have to prep. It's going to make me more spiritual. Do you know what I mean? Nuclear SSC and earthquake, is that the thing? What is, please explain what an SSE and earthquake, is that a thing? It's driving me crazy. It's a warning. And it's a situation, Amanda, what's going to happen, but good is going to come from it, because in order for all these strange events to come off, you've got good players, bad players who are making stuff happening. There's a technology on this planet we do not understand, all right? And it's being used on we now, right? Good players, bad players. But this situation has to happen to bring everything out, and it could be that there's some sort of like warning for the people, but it's something what's going to be brought into place to make things better. Good night there, Johnny. I think it's more highly advanced than lasers there, me. We need to trust in God's plan. Which, for a small island with problems and people having to vacate an island, and it's around about that time everything's starting to fall into place. It's easing out now. I'm being given the Super Bowl. When's the Super Bowl, guys? It's a quantum energy. Yeah. The red. Is the Super Bowl coming up? Is there something big coming up in the red will be shown as the red? Is that February? All right. Is one of the teams could be the red, or is it not sure? January. Ah. S. Russia News. S. Russia News. And V. I see a funeral.
There's a funeral to come, a big state funeral. Boat, water, sharks. Somebody next to him will go down before Putin goes. I could be reading into next year. What Russia will do to do with the Middle East will be quite shocking. What Russia will do will be, people will not understand why he's done it. And the people on the conspiracy are going to jump onto this. Watch for this. It's coming through really strong when I'm getting really, really strong. Ooh, going all creepy. That it will be okay. Whatever Putin's doing, people are going to be shocked about, and it's got something to do with the Middle East. Yeah. Like hieroglyphics and everything in here tonight, guys. It's really strong. It's coming out. There's a new technology coming in. I've heard of that before. My area has a massive problem with rodents. They reckon there's more rats than people, you know. Oh, I need a cigarette, definitely there, Pegasus. I need to go and have a hot chocolate as well. I think what I've done there tonight, guys, it's been a strange one. I think I've sort of gone into some sort of different timeline. But we will be all right. We just need to stay vigilant. We need to stay vigilant. Just seen a wooden cross on a hill. That green hill far away, there lies a city wall. I need to live with that before we go. There's a message in this, the green hill far away. It's a hymn. There's a message in this. I can't play it because of copyright, but I'm going to get the lyrics up. Right. I'll not sing it, guys, because I'll break yours and I'll break the mic and that. Right. There is a green hill far away outside a city wall where the dear Lord was crucified, who died to save us all. Is that not like over in Israel? Is that where it happened? We may not know, we cannot tell what pains he had to bear, but we believe it was for us he hung and suffered there. He died that we might be forgiven. He died to make us good, that we might go at least to heaven, saved by his precious blood. Oh, bless him. There was no other good enough to pay the price of sin. He only could unlock the gate of heaven and let us in. Oh, dearly, dearly has he loved, and we must love him too, and trust in his redeeming blood and try his works to do. We need to trust. The Jerusalem hymn. You want that one? Because I got that the other night, didn't I? Do, 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 do. Right, I'll play it. I'll say it again. Oh, the kittens have been so good tonight, haven't they? It's gone cold in here.
Listen to this, guys. This is a message for the collective. And did those feet in ancient time walk upon England's mountain green? And was the holy Lamb of God on England's pleasant pasture seen? And did the countenance divine shine forth upon our clouded hills? And was Jerusalem built here among those dark satanic mills? This reminds us of my dad's book, this, about the truth, what he's written. Bring me my bow of burning gold, bring me my arrows of desire, bring me my spear, O clouds unfold, bring me my chariot of fire. That's the rise of the British people, that as well. I will not cease from mental fight. It's mental. Remember that, it's all mental. There's mind controlled stuff, there's technology going on. I will not cease from mental fight, nor shall my sword sleep in my hand, till we have built Jerusalem in England's green and pleasant land. I think there's more. I just had more lyrics than that anyway. I think that's patriotic in a way. It's bring me my bow of burning gold. Get like a King Arthur energy there. Bring me my arrows of desire. Right. Bring me my spear, O clouds unfold. Bring me my chariot of fire. I like this bit. I will not cease from mental fight. That's where we're at the minute. All right? They can try doing this and they can try doing that. But you're in control of your soul. You're in control of your thoughts. Till we have built Jerusalem in England's green and pleasant land. That's where we are at the minute. God save England. God save the UK. Good night. And I hope you have enjoyed that. Jerusalem sounds like Blake. He spoke about what is good, bad, and what we all... Bad is good, exactly. Good night, guys. Stay safe. It's now 2 a.m, just over 2 a.m, and I'm off to make a hot chocolate. And I'll see you all soon. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay strong, and stay happy. Until the next time. Good night, guys. Now, how do I get out of here? Oh, yes. The kitty said good night. I'm off to make a hot chocolate. Good night.